friends, Min here from On a Stamp Page with another 5 minutes in Photoshop. This month we are sponsored by the beautiful Wendy Iris, and she's got some really fun products. She's got digital stamps, collage cards, she's got digital papers, just all sorts of different things. And so I hope that you take some time to visit her shop. Today I'm going to be using the Under the Sea set to create a fun mermaid card, and I'm going to use this mermaid tail image here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create an ombre mermaid tail. So it's going to go from that light up to a darker color, and then I'll also show you how to create fins that kind of have that ombre as well. In this one I did a cool color, but for my one that I'm going to show you, I'm going to do warm colors. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to choose the two colors that you want for the waves. And so I'm going to choose white for one of my colors, and then I'm going to choose a dark teal turquoisey color for the darker color. After I choose those colors, I'm going to use my little select wand, and I'm going to select the part of the image that I want. I need to make sure that it's under contiguous, if you saw up there, and that's going to click on just the image that I want, and then I'm going to go to layer, new fill layer, and gradient, click OK, and then under gradient I'm going to choose that white to darkish blue, and it's going to give me those two colors that I selected, and hit OK, and that's going to give me the wave that I want. Now I can do different things by changing the scale of things, reversing it however I want, making it linear, making it radial. There are different things that I can do to get different looks, and I like this radial with align with layers. So I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to do that with the rest of the waves. Now that that's done, I'm going to work on the fins of the tail, and I'm going to select different sections by clicking with my little magic wand and then clicking Control and clicking on the 4 areas that I want. And then I'm going to choose the colors that I want for my fins. So I said that these were going to be warm colors, so I'm going to go with a nice pink color and then an orangey color for the fins. And then I'm going to do just what I did before by selecting by selecting layer, new fill layer, gradient, and then working with that new gradient that I have. And it will show up as still the white and blue because it's working within the same image at the same time. So don't be confused by that. But yes, so going into the new gradient fill, and choosing that gradient again, I can go ahead and I can choose how I want it to be. I can choose different reflected, radial, whatever, to give it different looks. I can do reversing, all sorts of things to give it different looks. And when I'm happy with it, then I can click OK. Once I'm done with those fins, I'm going to go ahead, or rather those sections of fins, I'm going to go ahead and select the next 4 sections by using my magic wand and then Control, and I'm going to choose 2 different colors and do the same type of fill. I'm going to make these colors a little bit darker than the ones that I used before. The fins are done, let's work on the main tail part. So what's going to have to happen is I'm going to need to go in here and choose a section of the fins to start creating my ombre. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see how I need to get those tiny spots. And I'm going to select just certain fins, and I'm going to go over and choose new colors to fill those in with. Now for the scales, I'm going to be changing the angle so that it looks more like it's fading up towards the fins of the tail. And I'm also going to maybe change the scale a little bit so that I can see exactly how I want it to fade. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from yellow to orange, and then I'm going to go up into pink. So what I need to do then is I need to switch my two colors over here to the side to where the last color that I used is on top. And then I'm going to make the bottom color a little bit darker so that it's going up into that ombre that I'm wanting, into the darker pink. So as you can see, I still have that same light orange, but then I've got like a more coral color going up into here. And so I'm going to select another section of scales, and I'm going to do the same thing that I did before with a gradient level and changing the angle. I'm going to repeat this process 2 times, making sure that the darkest color from the last layer is my lightest layer of the next layer. So I went from that yellow and orange to an orange and coral, and now I've got a coral into more of a pink color for this third section, and then the 4th section will be the last one that goes to the deep pink. And so now what I have is an image that is ready to be printed and put onto a card with that ombre effect in both the tail and the waves and the fins. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Please make sure to stop by the Windy Iris Etsy shop. A discount code is in the description box below. Thank you so much, Wendy, for that. And that is all I have for you today. So until next time, hugs and happy digital crafting, friends. Bye.